Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I'm sorry the Kool-Aid stand was closed yesterday. I didn't upload any XRP content. You know, I have not missed an upload since July of last year when I had COVID. And that shows you what kind of week this has been. Lots of long hours. So hopefully today I can make it up to all of you in today's videos. We're looking at XRP on the one-day chart, sitting here just below 53 cents. We had a little bit of upward movement, but we're following Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is once again above 40K. And everybody's complaining, oh, it's Ripple dumping on the community. Look at all the price manipulation. We are following the rest of the market right now. That's exactly what's happening. However, David Schwartz does point out that things are slowing us down. Ripple's CTO, David Schwartz, thinks the blockchain's adoption among traditional institutions has been slow. In a recent interview, the blockchain expert noted that Ripple's institutional adoption among firms not tightly tied to Layer 1 technology is rapidly growing. He explains that institutions are adopting the XRP ledger in isolated circumstances. Despite the isolation, Schwartz noted that more than 1,000 projects, including new stakeholders like the XRP Ledger Commons, exist on the XRP ledger. However, he considers those as infrastructure for ground-up adoption, noting that there is not much top-down adoption for the blockchain. Schwartz acknowledged the U.S. SEC impact on Ripple's adoption. According to him, one of the areas was the delisting of XRP by crypto exchanges. He explained that delisting from crypto exchanges affected XRP's user accessibility. Hence, that move was a significant blocker by the SEC that impacted the project's progress. And I agree with David. You know, if this lawsuit would have never happened, think of where we would be right now with XRP. I'm sure the price would be much higher than what we're looking at right now. And I think we would have got a lot of big announcements from the US already. Financial institutions working with Ripple, utilizing XRP as well. But while Ripple was being held back, Ethereum got a free pass. And to me, Ethereum was shady at best since day one. Vitalik also frequented Ripple's office back in the day and had partially stolen the smart contract code that Stephen Thomas had created. He then went and worked on Ethereum behind their backs. Everything about Ethereum just feels unethical. But here's the thing about Ethereum. We're watching projects jump off of Ethereum now. Some are going to Hedera. Some are going to XDC. Some are ending up on Algorand. And I think we're going to continue to see that happen into the future. But I always said Ethereum, if they got the free pass, and look at where they are. If XRP would have got the free pass, think of where we would be right now. Ripple combating money laundering through compliance and crypto. And you know, Ripple's doing the right thing. And they were fully transparent with the SEC. And it still got them nowhere. Honestly, I still believe deep down that Ripple had to be held back until the right time. I think that's why this SEC versus Ripple case still has not settled yet today. But it's going to happen this year. And when that happens, XRP is absolutely going to skyrocket in price. Ripple's strategic move in crypto custody may benefit XRP. And this is what happened since then. We even moved away from cross-border payments a little bit, and Ripple went in different directions. Ripple, a leading cryptocurrency payments network, has officially entered the crypto custody domain, aiming to tap into an industry valued at multi-trillions of dollars. This strategic decision may spark renewed interest in the XRP cryptocurrency. Ripple's foray into new markets such as crypto custody could signal positive momentum for XRP's price path. While the token has seen stagnant prices amid regulatory challenges, Ripple's widening presence may incentivize investor and trader interest, potentially driving XRP's value upward over the long term. I think the direction that Brad's going in is taking us into different markets. And I think we're going to get a lot more investors from all those different markets. Even the carbon credits market. A lot of people are investing in that because the green initiative has a lot of money tied to it. And people want to get rich from that. Same thing with custody. That could bring value as well. I'm more leaning towards the banks holding XRP in the future, driving up that demand as well. Join a team building breakthrough blockchain solutions for a world without economic borders. And this whole time, Ripple just continues to hire. They have 81 open roles in 15 locations and 25 departments. That shows strength. We're still in a bear market, yet Ripple has non-stop been hiring all around the world, becoming a global company at the same time. Tokenization on the XRP ledger is about to grow significantly in terms of scope. Take a listen to this.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me here. Super excited to talk about this probably more or most popular topic in crypto this year. And look, so how am I involved with tokenization? I oversee basically with Ripple XR contributions to the XRP ledger, which is an open source blockchain. And tokenization of real world assets has been definitely one of the key areas for us in terms of building more native primitives to allow for compliant institutional grade tokenization, signing partnerships around this. And so, we're seeing a lot of stable coins, obviously, already as a form of financial instrument represented on the XRP ledger. And are also seeing a couple of projects around real estate, carbon markets, and now we're really expecting to see this to grow vastly in terms of scope, debt assets, securities, private equity, and so forth. And I would say, in terms of a year ago and now, the big difference is, it felt like engaging particularly with TradFi in the beginning, maybe more than a year ago, was mostly about ticking an innovation box and running through some theoretical pilots, and now the conversations are really becoming real and tangible and executable. And so, I would say it's fair to say that there's a lot that's going to be happening in terms of blockchain technology, blockchain-related companies, and TradFi working together to really move the needle.
Like I said, last year was the part where they were building out, getting everything put in place. This is the year we can actually see value start to come in from tokenization. And even David Schwartz said the next 12 to 18 months are going to be big for tokenization as well. But a lot of building was happening in the background while we were all focused on the Bitcoin ETFs and all the other news that was going on. And, now we're starting to see us get to the finish line little by little, but we're not quite there yet. Dive into the XRP revolution. Ripple's cutting-edge tech is sending shockwaves through cross-border payments, with visionary leaders steering the ship. This digital currency is making financial waves globally. Sail with us to the future of finance. Like I said before, I always believed that the vision that Brad and David and everyone at Ripple has to push us into the next phase. It's all there, and it's happening behind the scenes. That's why we keep seeing announcements around payments license, or we see on-demand liquidity corridors opening up. It's coming together perfectly. And the only way that you're going to miss out on this is if you lose patience. Central banks are going to use XRP as a bridge currency for their gold-backed CBDCs. And don't forget, the private XRP ledger has the same value as the public ledger. XRP will create millionaires. The central banks are also amping up on things as well. Look at what they're doing over in the EU. They're fast tracking that digital euro. The BIS is also fast tracking new projects at the same time. I still think the BIS is leaning on the SEC to tell them, listen, it's not time yet for Ripple and XRP to really take off. Try to delay as long as you possibly can. We're not ready for it yet. Payments platforms are not for retail users. We need to understand that. Multiple times at Davos, Brad explained who are his customers. They are the banks. XRP holders have to operate at the speed of these banks, aka extremely slow. And that's what's going on. Nothing moves in the banking system at a fast pace. They have to make sure they got everything right. You also got to remember, SWIFT is a 50-year-old system. You're not going to build a new system in a couple years. But we are almost there now because Ripple's been building this out for over a decade. So think of where we are today, and everything's about to go live with ISO. So as long as we sit here and complain and bitch about the price on a daily basis as retail investors, one day we're going to wake up and it's going to be go time for XRP. And that's what you got to wait for. That's what you got to stay patient for, because that's what's going to give you your financial freedom. And I show you all the growth and the expansion, and I show you where Ripple's going on a daily basis. But everything has to come together perfectly, or the system just won't work. Do you think they're going to flip the switch and all of a sudden have a bunch of problems? No, because that wouldn't work. They want to make sure everything is positioned right before they flip that switch. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.